You can accept like I accept yours, kid. Oh, accept it. You were knocked out completely, and this is a journey. You must follow low. You must stay close. A real. Open your heart and soul. Read the code. This is it. This is you. The reason why you alive. Stop asking questions and start asking yourself. Or get down. The realest in the hood. Or get down. With how much you lost and how much you ready to gain. Get down. I'll let it go. All the animosity and hatred only gets you. Running out of time. Next answer. Oh, you lie. Cause your weirdo gets in the way. Run, God. You gotta know how to talk to God. God lives within. You ain't talking out words, you talking in and then out. You talking like you singing at the bottom of your heart, bottom of your lungs. You singing like you giving it all. But you ain't talking to, you're talking in and then out. When you talk. You're bouncing it from in to out. When you talk to God. You don't talk out. You talk in to get out. God lives within and out. Yeah. Woo, man, we got 4 hours to go. And I'm almost out of drink. We need to do another set of exercises. Thank you for listening to Creative Wind Studios. Hot jams when you need it most. I don't need to follow their rules, do I? Because damn, this shit is vibing. I ain't here to ruin a good time. I'm here to be a leader on the white hat side. I may do a lot of drugs, but I wouldn't give you any. My life is not yours. Your life is not mine. We got our own life to figure out. Truth is only by perception. Truth lies in your perception. Everyone's perception is different. Everyone's truth is different. That's why perception lies. Perception is why we lie. Without perception, we wouldn't have a need to lie. My truth is a lie. My eyes and experiences have taught me knowledge that you don't know. You ain't know me. You don't know where I come from. Perception is a bitch, and that's what keeps you down. Perception is everything, clown. Perception is why you're here. Perception is the programming inside of you. Your opinions is just a reflection. Get down, man. What side you on? You can't be on all sides, can you? You're an actor. Trying to be the same person your entire life, but in Hollywood, they ain't like that. The more transparent you are, the more in touch you are. So, I'm on this spiritual journey. You notice the last 2 weeks, I made a lot of changes. We changed our studio. I'm starting to do weights. A lot of things are happening here. And I'm taking them and applying them as best as I can, because these are huge life changes we're making. You know, come in here and do 4 hours plus every single time. We're no longer sitting here evaluating like this. This needs to be done. We're actually doing shit. Like there was a polar shift here with my sponsors and with my doctor and with my marriage. That's a lot of change for one person to handle. You know, even including all of this equipment. You're always constantly changing how things are hooked up in your brain. My posture now, I mean, everything's is like, oh, we're alert. Are you awake? I was awake before, but the only thing that gave me strength was when the doctor said you can get rid of your pain if you build up enough muscle, that enough muscle will squeeze your vertebrae up so it's not riding on your other vertebrae. That makes sense to me, man. And I guess that's all it takes is a great sentence. Those are great words. One sentence changed my life. I like to live. I want to live like that. I want to give one sentences that change your life. I didn't go through everything that I've gone through just to be quiet. I've gone through everything I've gone through to let go and say it. I've gone through everything I've gone through to just make it another day. I would love to say that I'm special. But when it all comes down to it, I'm human, I got a heart, I'm susceptible to, heart disease, all of that other shit. But in your mind, that is two separate things. You're living in your mind and living in your body. You can live immortal in your mind if you set it up while your body is alive. I've taken everything I could in 2019 and I took advantage of it for the greater good of my future. I haven't focused much on advertising because for one, it's a huge, I don't say waste of time, but it's a huge amount of time. It's a huge, it feels like waste of money. And if we stay on our hustle will be the promotion that we need to be. So there's a certain amount of pressure that I created for myself. And I acknowledge that I created this delusion of 300 albums as a music career. 50 tracks per album. It doesn't have to be, but if I released one of 25 tracks, I would feel bad. If I released an album of 25 tracks, I would feel like I failed. If I made one album with 25 tracks, ever since the beginning, it's been 50. Just because it's the maximum allowed from CD Baby. This is a great music career. A music career says what? From Encyclopedia. But from my definition, it's what I say it is. 300 albums, 50 tracks per album. Easy. Easy. You can make your own definitions. Real style was a subgenre of freestyle that I made, because real style was like real lyrics onto freestyle, like shit that would drive shivers up and down, you know, real emotional freestyle. I created a subgenre called real style. I'm real. Right now I spit these bars because they mean something to me. And you spit them in a way that millions of people can understand. You strip away all the little tiny things that would separate you from understanding it or not. You take those little tiny things away to where a lot of people understand it. And you've channeled your emotion into such a positive movement. Whether you believe it or not, because you're going at such a fast pace. You know, 300 albums, 50 tracks. I heard an interview from a movie star that he had a storage unit full of DVDs. Every episode he made, he kept a copy of it in his storage unit. And by the end of his lifetime, he could say, "This is why I'm on Earth. I created this for you." And then he was able to watch that when he retired and not be beaten down by the realities of life. So he was able to conquer both sides. That to me is a wise thing to do. My opinion says that I want to do something like that because I see benefits there. Maybe not everyone wants to collect, you know, their greatest hits over the years to watch when they retire, to keep them company, to keep them laughing. But that's what that guy did. And I was like, you know, damn, you know, that's awesome. And we all do that. And I don't say we all, but I do that. I got my set of work. I don't have everything, but last year, 2018, 17, 2018, man. June, May is when we started all of this. I formatted all of my main drives, so I lost all of the work. It was hugely overwhelming. And even with what I created in the past year, it's not overwhelming, but I can see the end where that file system, I couldn't see the end. It was that daunting. So we deleted it all, sold my $1,000 microphone to teach myself a lesson. Yeah, that's what we do. That's how I cut myself, man. So I've been a whole year without cutting myself. It's been a year and 2-3 months. When I cut like that. I don't really cut cut myself. I cut the best friends, the best tracks, the best memories. I burn photo albums of me and my friends, at the bar. I don't know why I do that, but I learned a lesson. And it's been a year and 3 months that I haven't relapsed in that direction. So, my servers are now only contain content from June, May 2018. It's alright. I think we learned a lot. And a lot of that older stuff was hard to listen to. I didn't go to audio school. We've learned step by step. And I think that's how the best people learn, man, is by actually doing it. When my sponsors were saying it's taking too long, out of their whole report, the only thing that sticks out in my head is that I'm taking too long. And then I get labeled that I don't have back problems. I just want to be like this. I want to be sick because how can I build this? I can't explain it. I got motivation that I don't want to lose these people. I don't want to lose my sponsors. So I was like, even though I'm in pain, it's not that I can't do it. It's that it hurts when I do it. And the pain stays here longer because the vertebrae in my back are, thinner. The cushion. I've been living this life of at least once a year, man. We go through this. And I'm starting to be okay with the whole thing. At first I was defensive. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm just trying to make another day and survive. I'm not taking these drugs. I'm not, doing all this, wasting time and wasting. I don't want to listen to anyone complain about their pain all day, I'm a radio host, a freestylist, and I've been living in this pain for a long time, but I don't want to talk about it 24/7. And that's where I guess I'm talking about it too less, because then people are like, well, you want to be sick. It's like, no, I really do got back problems. I'm not faking it. I'm not trying to be worse. Only if I could stand up and you'd really hear my freestyles. So if my doctor is correct, and he's like, well, if you build enough muscle around your vertebrae, that it will squeeze together and hold you up. I'm like, fuck yeah, man. That gives me a reason to work out. I'm just thinking about that every single time I'm doing this crazy ass shit back here. I'm thinking about, damn, man, I want to be nice. If I cannot feel that bone on bone pain, won't it be nice if I can stop feeling that? So it makes me excited, and it gives me the strength to do these weak ass weights. It gives me strength when I get biceps. And I actually look at my arms and they're like, wow, damn, it gives me strength to go then do sit-ups. I haven't done sit-ups in a long time because my back catches. You know, it feels like it's when I say catches, maybe you understand. I don't know. When you move your arm a certain way and it pops, that's what my back does. Or even when I do my leg lifts. So I know. I mean, I'm not a loser like they all say. I'm actually trying to do some good. It's hard to do this 300 album through 50 track goal when, you know, you're in pain all the time. And even after my surgeries, it's better, but the pain is back to where I began before I got the stabilizer installed. So I still got a piece of hardware inside of me, but this is the same pain that I was complaining before I had the stabilizer installed. So I'm back where I started. Instead of a level 10, you know, it ain't the worst pain anymore. It's like a level 6, 7. It's definitely there, you know, you definitely feel it wherever you go. There's never a time when you're like walking and you don't feel it. You're not, it's not floating around in your brain. There's not a time when you're sitting at the table and you're not like, okay, I gotta manage here. My pain, my back hurts. There's not a moment. Like, I am always reminded that my back is hurting. There is not a moment, unless I'm drugged up. Yeah, unless you put me on 100 milligrams of morphine a day, which is over the, 90 milligram limit. So they make you suffer no matter what. So I think I kind of believe that my good days are over, and that's what my doctor believes. He sees me, he's like, yeah, I believe you believe that you are defeated, because this back pain. I'm like, yeah, it defeats me. So we explain, you know, I said 100 times already, that if I could, you know, build muscle around that is the cushion. That extra muscle replaces the cushion that is blown, because I didn't drink enough water in my life to keep my vertebrae cushions or sacks afloat. I was always feeding my body with bad shit, and I was always sitting in my chair hunched over looking at, you know, a computer or fixing a computer or server. I was always hunched over, you know, and no matter, every day, you know, hunched over. And the worst times of my day is when I go lay in bed. Like, laying in bed feels great, but I'm not moving. I'm watching TV, but I feel so horrible inside because I'm not moving, and therefore my brain is receiving all of these messages from, check engine light, you know, you hurt, what happened to your back, what's going on, you need to change, you need to rearrange yourself, you need to move around, you know, it's all of those. And if you listen to every single one of them, you'd be laying on your side, you'd be laying on your back, you'd be laying on your front, you'd be laying on your other side, you'd be, you know, adjusting the bed so it goes up, just to stop thinking about how horrible you feel. And that is what I go through every single day is, yo, there's something wrong in your back, you know, check engine. Every waking minute of my life in laying in bed is probably the worst. Unless I am doped up on medicine, that is the only time that I can lay on my stomach, is when I've been taking my pain medication as prescribed. That's the only time when I feel free from this cancer. You know, from this ball and chain inside. That's the only time is when I'm on drugs. I use drugs, you know, as just a loose term. But a lot of people's minds go to the worst. But, I mean, to be honest, these drugs have allowed hydromorphone, morphine, has been the only option that has allowed me to even come in here. I can't even sleep unless I take morphine after the surgery. I cannot sleep. I am too bothered by my own physical pain. Even sitting on the couch and trying to watch television on the 4K, I can't do it, man. The 4K television has not been used in 3 freaking months. If I am not in here, I am in bed. That's it. That is my life. And if this doctor that I'm currently seeing, because he seems to be a bodybuilder himself, if everything he's saying is true, because he's got to believe me by the shit that I say, and I've got to believe him by the things he say. That's the only way our relationship works. The moment that I be like, nah, you lying, is the moment we got a problem. So even though that, you know, the side of it is sort of what it is, and
what is this bullshit?
I have these stitches back here, man. They itch shit, man. Oh, and if I take too much Nucentia, my whole body itches, man. So I lay in bed, itching myself to sleep. That shit is ridiculous. And that itching can last for 8 hours plus, where you're like itching your body, like you got spider bites or mosquito bites for 8 hours. No, I don't want to be on these meds, man. No, I don't want to be on these meds, man. No, I don't want to be on these meds, man. Understand, people. Who the hell wants to be sick? Who the hell, you know, wants to be in pain? I have yet to find one person to really be like, yeah, I want to be in pain, bro, so I can get all the benefits of that person. I've heard that excuse from the normal side. I mean, shit's ridiculous, man. And the shit's never gonna change, you know. We're always gonna feel alone. We're always gonna feel defeated to a point, but it's all how you look at it. You know, you can look at things, you can look at situations 10 different ways. If you spent the time to sit there and think about how you got here or how they got there, or, you know, what they could have done different to make that not happen. I mean, there's so many ways, like, you know what you should have done type of shit. Can't believe we drank all this. Oh. So what we've been doing is, I turn it up here, but listening to beats that we made. For 5 days, we're on the 3rd day. We got 2 more days here, so I'm saying probably about 2.5 to 3 hours left. So if you gotta take a leak, go ahead, come back. We got a lot of time. But this day, I've been talking too much, so I'm gonna chill back behind the scenes, bros. I just want to spit some bars. Pop, Pete. I said we gonna light this joint.